Hey guys, what's up? So, in the past, if you would have GoPro'd... Hey guys, what's up? So, in the past, if you would have Googled the search term GoPro cameras suck, you would have come across an article I wrote on my blog, Barn Door Cycling. It was the third search term, and this article got tons of hits and tons of comments for and against GoPro cameras, but I really hated them. I mean, I did not like them. I thought they were terrible, especially for cycling. The video that came out of a GoPro camera, to me, never matched anything close to what they showed in their promo videos. And I never thought I would actually buy a GoPro camera, and here I am with the GoPro Hero 7 I just purchased. So for the longest time, this was my bike camera. I took still photos for my blog. So I'd be riding around, take this thing out, stick it in my back pocket. This is the Olympus Tough Cam. It's really tough. I mean, these things are pretty rock solid. They take pretty good still images. The video's not great. You don't want to take video with one of these. It's not very good, but you can if you have to. So why did I buy the GoPro? Well, everything online I kept seeing about this hypersmooth stabilization, and I was like, that's what I want. I want hypersmooth stabilization. So in the past, and I was digging around my hard drive, and I found some of the first GoPro footage I ever took. In 2009, I bought used for like $50 online a GoPro Hero Wide. Now this was the original GoPro Hero with a wide angle lens, and this was a camera that you could, you know, that took 580 something by like 312 resolution. This was 2006 when this thing came out, and I got one around 2009 on eBay, cheap used. I didn't keep it very long. I put them back on eBay, sold it for a little slight loss because they just weren't very good. Check out this footage here from my helmet cam mountain biking. It's absolutely terrible. So shaky and just impossible to really watch. And so, you know, I really had kind of gave up on shooting video. Anytime I tried to shoot video from a bike, it's just too shaky. Everything's like, you know, and it's just really not very good. I saw people shooting videos from bikes with gimbals, little wearable gimbals that you'd stick on somewhere and it'd have a camera, you know, and then they got incredibly smooth. And then GoPro says, hey, this is the gimbal killer. You don't need a gimbal with this, it's just as good. It's gimbal-like. So I didn't really believe it. I thought, no, there's no way. Image stabilization, digital image stabilization means that you have a big image, whatever the sensor can see, a big image, but then whatever is actually going to be recorded is trying to move around. And I thought, how could that possibly work? It's like a gimbal. When you jerk the camera one way, it automatically turns it and looks the other way. It makes sense, but how could electronic image stabilization be that good? Well, guess what, guys? It's that good. It's incredibly good. I am so glad I bought this camera because it's so useful. So you can stick this camera in your pocket. It's waterproof. You don't have to worry about getting it wet. You don't really have to worry about scratching the lens because you can replace this lens cover. And the way it's kind of recessed, it's sort of protected, so you don't have to worry about that. You don't even have to mess with turning it off and on once you get it set up. If you're going down the road on your bike and you've got this mounted on a helmet, you got it mounted here, you just pull it out of your pocket and you want to shoot some video, you just press the button, and in about less than 2 seconds, it's recording video. Press the button again and it's off. It's so much simpler than, you know, having to turn the camera on, wait for it to come on, then click the shutter to start recording. It's incredible. It also has Wi-Fi. It can like wirelessly stream to YouTube. So I mean, the functionality of this camera is pretty impressive. It can shoot 4K at like 60 frames a second. I mean, it's literally an incredible thing. But don't get me wrong, it's still an action camera. You're not going to get incredibly cinematic looking footage. You don't get, you know, focusing. Low light performance is still not very good. It's okay. It's not great, but it does do. Indoors, you know, it's pretty bad, but most cameras are, so it's definitely better outdoors. But for me, for a cycling camera, it actually works. It's actually what the video I get out of this is smooth. It's got good color. It's pretty sharp, and it's smooth, and you can watch it. And even that, it's got fairly decent audio. I mean, it's kind of amazing to me that you can make a waterproof camera that can pick up audio fairly clearly. And it's pretty clear. I mean, it's surprisingly clear for being a waterproof camera. So if you're looking for, you know, a camera to take cycling, GoPro has something great here. Still images and video. If you don't want to mess with taking your phone, you want something like a lot tougher than your phone, this is a great camera. I made a mistake. Well, let's see. I haven't made a mistake, but let's just say GoPro has redeemed themselves in my eyes. They've made a product worth purchasing.